You know, one of the most profound truths about being human is that we all start the same way, spiritually disconnected. Ephesians 2 says we were dead in our sins, following the patterns of this world, just doing what felt natural, and yet that natural way was actually a slow spiritual death. But then it says something that changes everything. But God, being rich in mercy because of his great love with which he loved us, made us alive together through Christ. Science calls this kind of transformation identity reconstruction. In psychology, we know that when someone experiences deep love and safety, their brain literally begins to heal. Neural pathways that were built on shame, trauma, and fear start to change. It's called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire and renew itself. That's what grace does on a spiritual level. Grace rewires the soul. Where guilt once shouted, grace whispers, you're forgiven. Where shame once chained you, mercy says, you're free. And it's not because of anything we did. Ephesians 2:8 says, for it is by grace you have been saved through faith. And this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God. You can't earn a gift. You just receive it. When we understand that, truly understand it, it changes how we see everything. We stop performing for love and start living from truth. We stop comparing and start creating. We stop running and finally start resting. Neuroscience confirms what faith has said for centuries. When people live with a sense of purpose, belonging, and forgiveness, the brain produces more serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine, the same chemicals linked to joy, trust, and emotional resilience. That's not coincidence. That's divine design. We were made to live in connection with God and with each other. Ephesians says we are his workmanship. In the Greek, poema, it means masterpiece or poem. You are not an accident. You are art, written by the hands of God himself, created for good works. He prepared long before you were born. So the next time you feel unworthy, remember, you were never meant to prove your worth. You were meant to walk in it. You were raised from death to life, from guilt to grace, from brokenness to purpose. That's not just theology, that's transformation. Psychological, neurological, spiritual, all working together to tell the same story that love heals, grace restores, and mercy rewires what trauma once destroyed. You are alive by grace, on purpose, for purpose.